This is all the adapter stuff, so you can mount the standard size servo in your Xmaxx. This is the Reefs Racing Raw 500 I'm gonna be putting in there. It's got plenty of torque, a lot more than the stock one. This is the little linkage from Hot Racing. I think they just came out with some of this stuff, not all of it. This is their servo mount, so it's aluminum mount. I think there's a tiny bit of cutting you have to do, but it'll let this mount, the standard servo mount in the same spot. I know Traxxas makes one, but this one's aluminum, so it's a little more rigid. And also, I think they just came out with this. It's a 25-2 standard servo horn, but it still goes in the same bearing spot down here, so you get that. Here's the model numbers for the steering rod from Hot Racing. Here's for the standard servo arm, 25 tooth for a standard servo though. And then aluminum Xmaxx standard servo adapter from Hot Racing as well. All right, so I got the servo mounted in there. This is with the Hot Racing mount. Basically the mount will fit right in there. The only cutting you have to do, it might not be the case with every servo, but my servo I have to cut along right here just to make room for the little part that sticks out here. And then also on the other side of the chassis too, right here, you have to cut too, because it sticks up. And if your servo protrudes or kind of is raised at the top here, you'll have to cut that stuff. Not a big deal. These snips are a little grinder, but you just cut on both sides. One other thing you'd have to do, which is kind of sucks, but I mean this is where the servo's going. You have to cut the little corner off for the other screw mount on the servo, so it doesn't hit when you slide it in to the chassis. But yeah, so far it's going good though. All right, so now I got the servo horn set. I did power everything up just to set center on the servo before I mounted the horn. And I have the little linkage on here. So now I'm gonna slide the truck together, make sure I cut everything right, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I slid the truck together. I'm not gonna screw it yet because I still gotta do my center drive shaft. But you can see how it's cut down there. It just allows the servo to kind of stick through. And that thing lined right up, went right in the bearing in there. So it goes right in there. I'm not gonna hook the linkage and stuff up yet because I have to open the truck up so to get the N2C drive shaft in there. But yeah, so that's about all you gotta cut, just a little bit that I showed you, and it slides right in there. So it's looking good.